What I have here is a Victor Victrola 50 in oak, and it is early 1921. Let's see, serial number 11,461. And it is completely overhauled. The motor's been done, the felt replaced, and all the rest. And it is a very clean machine. This is one of those 50s, I like to say, was never used as a regular portable phonograph. It's just too clean. There's no gouges underneath. The sides where you would have it, set like this, the sides are all clean. It's not all gouged up and scratched. This has never been on a picnic. It's never been used on the bumper of a car. They were made for that, but this was never used that way because the 50s were too good. When Victor made these things, they made them so well and they sounded so good that people were willing to use them as a regular house phonograph. There was a little cottage industry going on of manufacturers producing little tables for these machines, just like they did for the Victrola 4s and 6s and 9s and so on. And you didn't need to spend big money on a Victrola 12, on a Victrola 14 or 16 or 11 or 10 when you had this. I mean, in today's money, this is something like, I think, 800 and change in today's money. Back then it was $50. Might even be close to, might be over $1,000 in today's money. I don't know. Haven't kept track in a while. But anyway, it was really overbuilt, way overbuilt for what was supposed to be a simple portable phonograph. It shares a motor with the Victrola 4, and it has a hardwood cabinet. The cabinet this is solid oak here. The only veneers are on the very bottom and the very top. That's it. Everything else on this is solid wood, except maybe under here. But that is something it shares with the Victrola 4 and the Victrola 6, and that's pretty much it. Every other Victrola, you got veneer, be it oak or mahogany or walnut or whatever you ordered. You got veneer, and it's really, really nicely built cabinet. Look at the joins on that, how that's put together. Really nice. Now, the thing with these early ones is, you notice that it has this horn back here. It's all metal. Metal in the back, everywhere, it's all metal. And that's great, nothing wrong with that. But what can happen if you take this stay off, or it comes off, and you let this lid flop open, it can tear the back panel of the cabinet right off. Just snap, gone. Now you have to repair it. I've seen all kinds of crude repairs to that area, and some decent ones, but you can always tell, once it's cracked, it's cracked. But this one, look at that. No cracks, no splits, no looseness. That's never been let flop open. Whoever had this machine took care of it properly. Look at the top. Really nice, no veneer issues at all. This one's actually been in storage for a while. I broke it out a couple weeks ago because somebody asked me if I had an oak VV50, and I do. This is actually pretty much identical. It is identical to my first ever Victrola. Going back 35, 38 years ago, close to 40 years, I picked up a Victrola at a flea market. It was a Victor Victrola 50, just like this. Early, the serial numbers are not too far off. Everything's exactly the same, and a clean cabinet like this. And that one, of course, I'm never, ever selling. That's staying with me. One of these days, it'll be the subject of a video. Probably one day soon, I think. But I have more than one extra VV50, so I rummaged through my pile, and I found this. It fits the bill. And I'm not doing anything with it, so I figured, I will sell it. So he's buying it, and I'm just doing testing on it. It's been played many times before. Before I put it away, I had to play probably 150 records on this thing, maybe more, before I moved on to the next machine. But just going to do a little demonstration here to show that it's still 100%, still playing well, and I still want to play some records I'm pulling out of the pile. Let's see, which is the first candidate here? We have the Victor Orchestra, Laurentian Echoes. Oh, it's the opposite of side of, I played recently Land of Maple, so I think I'm going to play this one, side B, just because it's out, it's there, it's already wound up. One thing on these 50s, never leave a needle on the reproducer, because when you do that, it can stab into the lid when you close it. So don't do that. You know, always keep the needle off until you're ready to play a record, and then you just stick it on there and you take it off when you're done, because that can go. See the little marks? I don't know if you can see them. There's a couple little dimples there where somebody forgot to take the needle off. They closed the cabinet, closed the lid, and that went right into the wood. You don't want to do that. Okay, let's see here. Oof. Seems I've been doing a lot of oak 50s lately. I think maybe I'm going to have to do some mahogany ones pretty soon, because I do have quite a few mahogany 50s also. And some of them have been waiting years for me to get to them. But I do have some other upcoming projects in the meantime. It might interfere with my own fooling around, so. But eventually, I'll get to them. Okay. Dust on there. There was one. Where is it? I had one that always gave a laugh to me. Where is it here? Thought it was in the stack, but maybe not. Oh yes, no news or what killed the dog. This is kind of a funny one, but it's a comedy record. I actually have 3 or 4 copies of this. This is just the latest one to come along. It's got a bit of a scratch in it. I think that'll play okay, hopefully. Nat Wills. What was side B on this one? The 3 Trees is on the other side. But, okay, let's spin that up. And did I change that needle? Huh. I don't remember. You know what? When in doubt, just change it out. When in doubt, just change it out. I'll put that aside. I'll review the footage later and see if I did change that. I get getting tired. It's hot out here. The brains don't work as well as they should. So, just to be sure, we'll just change it. That is not a big deal. Spins right up.
A wealthy man was ordered by his physician to go away to the mountains for a rest. He went home and told his members of his family of what the doctor had said. He said, while I'm away, I don't wish to be annoyed by letters or telegrams. In fact, I don't want to receive any news of any kind. So he went away and was gone about 6 weeks. Returned to the city very much improved in health and very anxious for some news from home. Got off of the train at the depot, was met by his colored servant, and the following conversation ensued. He said, "Well, Henry, how is everything at home? Is there any news?" "No, sir. There ain't no news, sir. Everything is just a boom."
That doesn't sound too good, does it? There's quite a bit of wear on that. I think we'll just retire that particular copy and not worry about it. Move on to the next one. Figures. That's a pretty funny one. It was probably paid a lot back in the day when that happens. Sometimes down in the grooves you get wear, primarily from people not changing needles. Using needles so they're nothing but a nub. How many times have I heard people describe themselves remembering having done that during the Depression, or even in the 20s? Let's see. I had some blues here, I think. What happened to that? There's the Pussycat Rag. We got that. We got the Sterling Trio. That one looks a little worn. So does the Pussycat Rag. Already did a worn record, so let's try to get one that's halfway decent here. Or at least looks decent. We'll try the Sterling Trio till we meet again. That doesn't look too bad. A little dirty on the outside, but that does not usually equate to a worn record. Put some of these needles out like that so I can get them a little easier. There we go.
A song in the land of the lily, each sweetheart has heard with a sigh, over high garden walls, this sweet echo falls, as a fond lover whispers goodbye. Goodbye means the birth of a tear dross. Hello means the birth of a smile, and the smile will erase the fear of lighting grace when we meet in the afterlife. My love.
A little wear, but it wasn't too bad. You got to expect a little wear when you're over 100 years old. Guarantee you none of us are going to be doing that well when we're 100 years old. Those of us lucky enough to make it that far to start with. Okay. Let's wipe that down. Get the dust off it. Let's see what else we got here. Blues singer with piano. Keep yourself together, sweet papa. Lizzie Miles. Okay, let's spin her. Oops, come on, get on there. Am I blind today? There we go. Let's crank it a little bit. Remember with these single spring motors, even though this does have a new spring in it, they don't have a lot of power, so you do want to crank them up with each play. I always do anyway. Yeah, you probably will get 2 plays out of a new spring, but you know what? It's just not worth it having it go flat in the middle of the next play, especially when you're playing worn records. They tend to do that. So just give it a crank up. Now, who here remembers Decoration Day? Probably nobody firsthand, but it was a little while ago. Okay, what do we got on? Let me wipe the dust off that. There's a little bit of dust on there. Side B is I Don't Let No Man Worry Me, Emma Lewis. And let's get us a needle. Come on, there we go. Make sure we put the pointy part sticking out. It's always good when you do that. You play better that way.
But there's nothing swells my head. That's why I've always said I don't let no one man worry me. No time, 'cause I always will keep me 2 or 3 on my mind. If number 1 should start to balk, I'll pack up all of my studs and walk. If I have trouble with a number 2, right then I'll say that I am through. Number 3 can go, but he'll come back. Yes, to his loving mama, 'cause I always carry me plenty of jack in the sack. They all fall like dying leaves, and they flock around me like a gang of bees. But I don't let no one man worry me. I don't let no one man worry me. No time, 'cause I always will keep me 2 or 3 on my mind. If number 1 should start to balk, I'll pack up all of my duds and walk. If I have trouble with number 2, right then I'll say that I am through. Number 3 can go, but he'll come back. Yes, to his loving mama, 'cause I always carry me plenty of jack in the sack. Born down amongst the sugar cane, known as sweet mama from Frisco to Maine. So I don't let no one man worry me.
Okay, I played pretty good. Needle, come on. Oh, yeah, that's it. Missed the needle tin. There we go. And let's give that a wipe down. Here we go with that. Let's see, we already played that one, I think. Yeah, I did. Let's see, what do we got down on the very bottom of the stack? Oh, we got a vocalion. Who Blew Out the Flame by Dolly Dawn and her Dawn Patrol. Well, it looks kind of rough, but you never know. It's a little bit later period than 1921, but that's old dusty. Let's wipe that. Why not? We'll give it a shot anyway, see how she plays. Usually, when they look this one, they usually are with these ones. Let's see. Come on, get on there. And a needle would help. And we'll wind her up. Okay. Okay. Wow. Let's see what we got.
to the love in your heart. Darling, suddenly, how shadowy the world became. Blew out the flame. You kindled the spark. Then you left me here alone in the dark. For without your love, the stars above won't shine the same. Blew out the flame.
Wow, that was a bit deafening. Gonna need to have my ears adjusted after that. I had to move the camera a little further away from the horn. Figured that would overwhelm the phone's capabilities to record sound. Oof. Those ones it's better to play with a small needle because these later records they're electrically recorded for one thing, and they blast. They blast on these older machines. Okay, let's see if we got something else here. For one last record, we'll call it a day on this one. Well, I don't know how good this is going to play, Pussycat Reg, but you can see it's Peerless Quartet, but you can really see the wear in that record. That's pretty serious, but we'll give it a shot since it's here. Especially strange toward the end. You see that? I have a feeling that's from also playing them with worn needles. Not me, obviously, but 100 years ago when they were playing this. Sometimes people either didn't know, and I can't imagine how they didn't know, because Victor pretty much made that really clear everywhere, from needle packets to the instruction manuals, that you always change the needles every time you play a record. You don't just keep playing and playing and playing the same needle till you wear it out, because that's going to destroy your records, and it'll just lead to really crappy sound quality too. But maybe they didn't care about destroying the records back then, because they could always go to the store and just buy a brand new one. A luxury I do not have. I wish.
I've got an old maid sister, she's crazy over a cat. She wears her hair, just takes it down, for she's afraid of rats. She's got the neighbors talking, and they don't think she's right, for you can hear her calling cats at any time of night. Go on, sis. That's the Pussycat Reg. Right underneath my window at 12 o'clock at night, they either serenade the moon or else they'll start a fight. Out comes my old maid sister and calls each one by name. Someday she'll lose her pussycat if she keeps up that game. Listen, my goodness, sister, what is that hideous noise?
Why, that's Tiny, my beautiful little Maltese cat.
Well, you'd better call Tiny into the house or I can see her finish. Here comes a coon with a great big bulldog.
Here, Tiny, 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 Tiny.
Lay down there. What's the matter with you, boy, huh?
Oh, say, you horrid man. Why don't you call your dog away?
I can't hold that dog, lady. You can't nobody hold that dog the minute you see a cat. Simply impossible. Ain't it, Jerry?
Well, if you don't go away, I'll call a policeman.
Say, lady, the cop won't go near that dog. Thanks. I can't hold him no longer, nohow.
All right, then. Let the dog go. But you wish you hadn't. I gave you fair warning.
You gave me warning there. You stated I'll be sorry. Go on, Jerry. Go for that old Molly Bruiser and eat her up. Pick her! Pick her! Man, it can't if you say that word.
Why, she's nothing but a little tame house cat.
Lady, that ain't no tame cat. That cat done made my bulldog look like a monk. Take that.
It's pretty rare you see a 78 RPM record like this so worn it's actually skipping. The reason for that being these have very deep grooves. So for that needle to be able to skip to the next groove, you know it's really badly worn. Too bad. It sounded like a fun record. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah. Let's see if we got... What's the other side look like? I don't know. That's a little better maybe, but not by much. I think I'm going to just put that aside for now. One scratchy, difficult to listen to record is enough. We've had a couple on this. Let's see, I already played that one. That one. And that one. Huh, we might not have any left. Yeah, that's the blues record. We played that before. Have we played the Sterling Trio? Have a Smile? Have we played that one? I don't remember anymore. You know, I played quite a few records today. Till we meet again, Charles Hart and Louis James. Did we play that? Hey, well, you know, we'll try it. We'll try it. It doesn't look too badly worn, which is more than could be said for the last record, so we'll give it a shot. Why not? But one thing you notice, it is powering through those records. So far today, I haven't had any so bad they actually stopped the machine. I thought for sure that Columbia would. You see that much wear, and sure enough, it was worn. You could hear it when it was playing, but it still played, and it didn't slow up the motor, so that's good.
A song in the land of the lily, each sweetheart has heard with a sigh.
wearing that one also, but it plays. Okay, I think we'll call it a day now. It's getting hot. Hotter, I should say. It was hot. Hey, extra credit. Who remembers when 35mm film came in canisters like this? Kodachrome. Okay, who remembers 35mm film? It's good for keeping needles in. Keeping them nice and secure, especially with portables. So you don't have needles flying all over the place like I did last time I made some videos. And a little plastic envelope, paper envelope, came unglued. And 300 needles went all over the table. That was a lot of fun. So I decant them into the film containers. It's always good to keep an extra one of these around. This one actually came in one of the portables. Somebody put masking tape over to keep needles in. The spent needles go in there. These are actually used in the larger lidded machines like the Victrola 11. The 11, the 10, the 14, and so on. And of course the Victrola 9. And the 8 also, come think of it. But the lidless machines didn't have that, so you had to come up with your own solution for spent needles. And that will do it for now.